It truly is. With an airplane that doesn't have, say, as much horsepower as a Super Chipmunk, with the Super Decathlon about 180, but that's plenty because it makes for just a smooth platform and really just allows you to feel that airplane. They say the aircraft are kind of more like magpies with wings. He's going to roll it upside down. Watch as he hangs by his seatbelt. Yeah, it's an addicting endeavor as well. And heartbreak, you're a guy who has accumulated over 22,000 hours of flight time, and a lot of that has to do with instructing, right? Yeah, for a while there, of course, now that you're home, you don't necessarily live on the airport, it's your airport. You got your house, you got your garage with your airplanes in it, which allows you to go out and do some fun and be back for breakfast. That's right, Sky Country Lodge, an environment for quite some time where a lot of pilots could learn how to go fly tail-wheel airplanes, just like this one, and get some aerobatic proficiency as well. It's not something they teach, really, besides perhaps some spins here and there and private pilot training. It's a great experience, and I can only imagine how the night is for you flying through that airplane.
I know, give itself a little bit of altitude and maybe not too bad an attitude. And I'm going to do a few more different things on this last half. I'm going to come in, let's do I'm going to do a little, I call a Humpty with a surprise. Call me humped over at the top of a couple of these verticals on this thing.
Completing the formation loop as wingman Stephen Covington maintains that very precise position on the right wing of the leader, Leland Kratcher. They're going to work their way around inbound for one of the most demanding formation maneuvers to fly. It's called the line abreast loop, as they fly side by side, looking 90 degrees at one another, and they'll follow up with a transition back to the wing position with 2 vertical loops at show center. on Microsoft Flight Simulator as a flight leader of a Christian Eagle team flying virtual air shows. From that point on, we're going to watch now from the right as they perform this maneuver. It's called the barber pole. That's the barber pole, everybody. Let's give it up and make some noise for the next Eagle. One of the highest points of formation flying is putting it all back together. Of course, the examining motion of this is flying high by providing industry leaders with consulting from his office. An Eagle 1 to our left, Stephen Covington, an Eagle 2 to the right. And they're going to approach show center at some 350 miles an hour closure. Let's watch as they approach for this opposition pass. Eagle biplane, designed in the 1970s by Frank Christensen, who managed the U.S. aerobatic team, going on to win the 1972 World Championships. The Eagle biplane weighs in at just under 1,000 pounds, but coupled with some 250 plus horsepower, enables for both precision and gyroscopic maneuvers. Upright flight, completing the 1-pound Q&A maneuver. The ball is way in from the left. Let's watch for those rapid snap rolls. Gyroscopic flight, perfect for these bright paint schemes on these Christian Eagle aircraft. Stephen is now setting up for a maneuver against Jefferson. Side all the way around, working the rudder and the aileron. It's called the avalanche. Leo and Stephen would like to take this moment to thank each and every one of you for coming on this beautiful evening, and of course to their incredible sponsors who support them. They want to say thanks to Aviation, the leaders in aircraft safety and innovation, to IYEFB, adding the team from show to show. They want to say thanks to those radial engines and power as CT leads the formation as part of this special, and for the first time for this team, twilight performance in the two North American advanced trainers of World War II. Here they come. It's Warbird Thunder. To our left, the team now sets up for their next figure. What are we talking a little bit about today? Since the 1930s at the cornerstone of military flight training. So focused on the leader, he's going to do his best in these very clear skies tonight to stay synchronized on CT leader throughout this whole entire period. Let's hear it, everybody, for CT and Buick, Warbird Thunder. CT is in the lead today. He's been flying for nearly 40 years. He resides from Virginia Beach, Virginia. Transfer that 600 horsepower into thrust requires a huge propeller, and the ones on these S&Js are some 9 feet in diameter. They will link their arms together and fly this yellow flag. On signal of the team leader, Luther Kurtz, they will then separate, performing the dramatic downward bomb burst.
I swear I'm never.
What do you think of that, ladies and gentlemen? Let's make some noise for the Skydive America parachute team.
I was confused. I didn't know it was fireworks playing.
Now, these canopies are a far cry from the round canopies that you might know in the past. World War II. These are ram air canopies. The wings, they can reach speeds inherently of about 22 miles an hour, but they can fly them much faster. In the case of some skilled skydivers, can reach speeds nearly some 50 miles per hour. They will now perform a wind penetration check as they set up into the traffic pattern. It's very similar to what you might see airplanes do at a busy airport. They'll judge their distance and speed across the ground. They'll then turn to the downwind, 180 degrees from the target area, turn base leg 90 degrees from the target, and then work your way to the wind for a final approach.
Pretty sure if I see that at the
working those canopies, they are wings for these jumpers tonight. Emery Buscani, Luther Kurtz, and Joel Salas, they work their way down from altitude. Now, they are up there, and believe it or not, it is quite quiet indeed. And for a couple of jumpers under canopy, often they can have a conversation like you and me, sitting out on the front porch somewhere. It is a very serene experience. However, the ground is a great reflector of sound, and they can't hear you. Let's make some noise and bring our jumpers in.
yeah, closer.
You can see those LED suits as well as those gerbs are shining bright. Let's continue to make some noise and get them right into the target area. Just a little bit of wind that helps them fly and actually flare, just like an airplane. Let's watch as our
The
second
last
jump
one.
is way.
Grab the last one.
They have brakes, huh? Yeah. They have brakes like that. If they throw a wire, they go straight down.
Our final jumper making the difficult look easy. Let's watch. What a touchdown. Right there, sliding.
Take your picture. Yeah, stay.
How did that get up here?
Turn around, guys. Stand here.
Guys,
Excuse me?
the last one. Sure. Let's the picture together here.
Oh no, he's
Pentagon formally released 3 mysterious UFO videos captured by Navy pilots. The already leaked videos showed what DoD insists on calling unidentified aerial phenomena moving at incredible speeds and performing nearly impossible maneuvers.
Breaking today, the Department of War publishing a second round of declassified UFO files.
More pictures, more videos, more answers? Well, not necessarily, but certainly more questions. Another video is labeled Instant Acceleration. The Pentagon says this video comes from an infrared military platform and was classified. The military can't explain what's seen in some of the videos.
aircraft from here will join others from around the world. And you will be launching the largest aerial battle in the history of mankind. We will be united in our common interest. Perhaps Spain is 4th of July. And you will once again be fighting for our freedom. Not from tyranny, oppression, or persecution, but from annihilation. We're fighting for our right to live, to exist. And should we win the day, the 4th of July will no longer be known as an American holiday, but as the day when the world declared in one voice, we will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. We're going to live on. We're going to survive. Today, we celebrate our Independence Day.